Hello, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of a different view going on here.
Yes.
Well, Tyler has moved back home-ish. So, this is our first podcast in person, and it's probably going to happen like this from now on.
Yes, sir.
Unless serious circumstances appear. So,
I'm going to California, baby.
Anyway, welcome back into the Putback Podcast with T. Fish and Cole. T. Fizzle. No? Quit? Okay.
No, that's where we stop. Got it.
Alright. So today we are going to discuss the dunk contest, 3-point contest, skills competition.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And we're going to preview... Are we going to preview the All-Star game tonight?
No, I was just going to move on to regular because it's just a bunch of All-Stars.
Okay. So, yeah.
I don't see the point in trying to predict that.
I guarantee you there's going to be no defense played.
There never is. It doesn't mean anything. The All-Star game used to mean so it'd be East versus West.
Yeah.
Back in the day, and whatever team won got home court advantage in the finals. That was actually like the purpose of the All-Star game back in the day.
They should go back to that.
They should.
Anyway.
Make it a little bit more competitive for sure.
So, then we have my questions, and then we have some games to predict.
Yes, sir. All right, so before we get into that, I do need to point out socials. So, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram. Both are going to be getting more content put out now that I'm here and kind of getting acclimated to what I'm doing. And then, lastly, if you guys are listening to this on Spotify, is there a like system on Spotify? I don't even think there is. Just follow us. You guys,
I don't use Spotify.
I just started using Spotify. Just follow us, and you guys get notified every time we put out a new podcast. So, and it's audio format. So if you guys don't have time to watch a video, or maybe it's I know streaming's hard on data or whatever. Most people do have unlimited data now. But if you guys want more of an audio format for the Putback Podcast, it is available. It's right there on Spotify. Drop us a follow.
Yeah.
So,
or if you're at work and you don't want to watch the YouTube video, Spotify.
That's actually how I get through my day.
I did it again.
That's exactly how I get through my day is Spotify. Or not Spotify.
Just put my phone here.
Sounds good to me. Mine's over here. All right, so we're going to open with All-Star Weekend victories. So we had 3-point competition, dunk contest, skills competition. So start with the skills competition, then 3-point, and then end with the dunk. Because I think the dunk contest has the most, definitely the most, what's the word I'm looking for? BS.
Noise going around it.
Has the most BS. Oh, I actually just made a reaction video too that'll be going live on my YouTube channel tomorrow.
Look at this guy plugging himself.
But regarding the skills competition, Bam Adebayo. He's a center, power forward, depending on the position who he has on the team. Sometimes Kelly Olynyk plays he's center. He's pretty much a big man for the Miami Heat. If none of you guys knew who he was, and a big man has officially won the skills competition. Now this is something we've been seeing more and more as the time goes by. Like Jason Tatum, 6'8", and he's a forward. So he won last year as well.
It's because bigs now have to be skilled. I'm not saying that bigs back in the day weren't skilled, but I mean Shaq isn't quite athletic as others.
Shooter. Shaq is a freak of nature athletically.
Yeah, athletically, like he could jump and dunk and stuff, but I mean
he couldn't. His passes weren't great, and
passing,
dribbling, mostly dribbling and shooting. Because I mean, he could run breaks, but I remember watching a clip of Shaq on the Magic, and it would take him like 4 steps, or not 4 steps, but 4 dribbles to get up and down the court. So there wasn't really much of the quick crossovers they need in the skills competition for that kind of big man to make a change.
The point I'm trying to make is Shaq wasn't winning the skills competition, but now bigs can.
That's true, and Bam Adebayo did. Apparently by the skin of his teeth, as well from the article I read. Moving onwards.
That's a weird phrase, skin of your teeth.
There's no skin on your teeth.
I know.
So that's a weird phrase. Strange. 3-point competition. Buddy Hield, I'm honestly not surprised about this. I did think Devin Booker had a pretty good shot of winning, but Buddy Hield doesn't surprise me in the slightest. He's a really good shooter.
Yeah, he's pretty.
He's on Sacramento, and Sacramento is known for having really good shooters. So once, I forget.
Really, is that what Sacramento's known for?
That and Boogie Cousins being very aggressive. Yeah, that's about what Sacramento's known for, and sucking. But I think he averages he shoots 5 or 6 threes a game and makes 4. He's a really proficient shooter.
Next year we'll probably go back to the standard Clay or Steph.
Not looking forward to that at all. Though I am glad to see them, get healthy and get back. Moving onwards, so the one with the most intrigue is the dunk contest won by Derek Jones Jr. This is a personal statement of mine.
Fix! Oh, sorry.
Facts. Dwayne Wade was judging.
Dwayne Wade was judging?
Yeah, and they were on the same team.
I didn't even know that.
It was fixed. It was Dwayne Wade, Candace Parker, Common, Scottie Pippen, and Chadwick Boseman were the judges. But
see, I was just watching the dunks. I didn't notice who was judging or anything. I wasn't paying that much attention.
But D Wade sold.
I know.
Aaron Gordon should have won. And if you look at it, there was an interview that came out. Aaron Gordon actually pointed out that if they did it cumulative, if they had all the scores together and it wasn't round by round, Aaron Gordon won. He'd hit 5 straight 50s.
Wow.
Which is insane because I think they only dunked 6 times. First round had 2, and then the finals had 4. So they only really dunked 6 times, and he had 5 straight 50s. So I do think that Aaron Gordon should have won. I think Aaron Gordon should have won a couple years back with Zach LaVine as well. I do think that he should definitely have 2 dunk contest trophies. But he got robbed.
Fix!
Agreed. Anyways, leave your guys' comments down in the comment section below. Do you think... there's not a whole lot of negative energy around the skills competition and 3-point competition. But do you guys think Derek Jones Jr. earned that? Or do you think Aaron Gordon wins it? I think... Honestly, Pat Connaughton did amazing. He's a Milwaukee Bucks shooting guard, and he cleared Giannis and tapped the ball off the backboard too. It was all one dunk, and then dunked it, and he got a 49.
Who's the guy that dunked over Taco?
That was Aaron Gordon.
Was it?
Yeah,
I seen it. I just couldn't remember. I see somebody going over him in my mind. I just can't think of who it was.
7'5" or 7'6". Somebody said the reason the judges shorted him is because he clipped Taco's head.
He's 7'5".
Right, and Derek Jones Jr. If you actually look at the dunk where he jumped over Bam Adebayo, he pushed off of Bam Adebayo to get up and above him, and he's only 6'10". But Aaron Gordon didn't push off anything and clipped the top of Taco's head, which is still if you clip the top of dude's head, it's still 7'2", 7'3" clearance. You know what I mean? You still jumped well over 7 feet. It's ridiculous. Actually ridiculous.
It's the NBA. I don't know. Man.
It is what it is. Moving onwards, into some of your questions.
Into my questions, huh?
Into your questions.
Okay, guys. Now, before we ask these questions, if you have any questions you want me to ask this dude, and of course I'll answer too. You might not care about that because, yeah. If you want to ask this dude a question, ask me a question, leave it in the comment section below. We might ask it.
Or if you guys are on socials and you want to DM us, you can DM us on Instagram or Twitter. I will answer back.
Yes, because I'm not the Twitter guy, and I don't know the password for the
I can give
Instagram account.
You just don't want it. All right.
Do you want to say it now in the video?
Yeah, sure. So it's... all right, so go on with your questions.
All right, so the Toronto Raptors were on a 15-game win streak. Do you believe they can compete to win the East? Do you think they can get... Basically, what I'm asking is, do you think they'll make the Eastern Conference Finals?
Over the Bucks or the 76ers?
I'm just asking if you think they can get to the
100%
Eastern Conference Finals.
I was about to say they only lost Kawhi, but Kawhi is a big loss. But Pascal Siakam's doubled his production, so 100%. I definitely think they can get there.
So, I think they can win the East too. I'm a little biased, a little bit. Just kind of want a new hat.
I can't say anything.
But did you know if the playoffs started today, the Raptors would play the Nets in the first round?
I did not know that. What seed are the Raptors?
Raptors are the 2 seed.
2 seed? So we're the 7th. Yikes.
Yeah.
Get Kyrie out of here, bro.
Yeah, you do a lot worse with Kyrie on the floor, don't you?
We really do.
Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense to you guys. Doesn't make any sense to us.
No. If you guys think Kyrie's helping the Nets, leave that down below. But definitely not happening. We can argue about that all day. I will gladly argue with everybody in the comment section over that.
Starting to fight with you guys.
Hey, man. Kyrie's ass. I could be.
He just hates Kyrie because Kyrie thinks the Earth is flat. So if you guys think the Earth is flat, go ahead and argue with him.
Try me. All right, moving on.
All right, moving on. Let's talk dynamic duos.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of duos to hit on. I just basically have two that I want to compare here. So D'Lo recently got traded.
Mm-hmm. Deloading, got it.
Deloading.
That's his nickname.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
I don't pay attention to nicknames really. Just.
I do because he's my favorite point guard that ever touched, and that's the uniform. Outside of Jason Kidd, don't. Whoa, the Brooklyn Nets.
I look bald like this.
You look bald in general.
Hey.
So D'Angelo Russell and Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, D'Lo and K.A.T.
Cat.
What do you think of that duo? Just to start things off.
Actually, I think that can go pretty well. Mostly because Cat can space the floor. D'Angelo showed that he's more than worthy of leading a team or doing great on both the Nets and the Warriors when he played for both teams. And now he has a team that surrounds him for help. And they didn't really lose a whole lot. Like, yeah, they lost Andrew Wiggins, but they still have Karl Anthony Towns. So,
who do you think lost that trade?
Warriors.
Warriors.
And here's why.
I agree.
Wiggins is doing so good on the Warriors. It's amazing. But Wiggins is the only piece on the Warriors that can actually do something productive right this second. So, like, they have good players. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of good players. The NBA only has 300 some odd jobs. So, like, I can't sit here and be like, one of them's trash except for Kyrie because he's trash. But, like, he's on a team where he's the only one that can produce at that level. So, of course, he's going to produce at that level. So, yeah. There's really no argument that I think the Timberwolves won the trade and the Warriors have the loss. Because as soon as Steph and Clay are back, Wiggins is going to go back to second ass.
Yeah, probably. Because I think D'Lo is a lot better of a third piece than Wiggins.
100%.
Because, quite frankly, I was a little bit scared of the Warriors being Clay, Steph, and D'Lo. Anyway, so in a 2-on-2 competition, K.A.T. and D'Lo versus Luka and Porzingis.
Luka and Porzingis. Porzingis is more skilled than Karl Anthony Towns. Luka is more explosive than D'Angelo and bigger. D'Angelo is like 6'4", maybe 6'5". Luka's 6'7", 6'8".
I always forget Luka's so big.
I mean, Karl Anthony Towns is 6'11", and Porzingis is 7'3". But I firmly believe that when you get that big, unless it's 6'11" to Taco Fall, there's really not that much of a difference. That's my opinion. I mean, like, but I guess 6'5" to 6'7" isn't that big of a difference either. I think Luka's a better overall player than D'Angelo.
Yeah, I'd agree. I just didn't know if you were going to be biased because of the Nets thing. That's mainly the reason I put it in there, to see if you're biased.
No, Luka and Porzingis are winning that match.
Well, I guess you're kind of biased towards Luka too.
Hell yeah, I've been preaching him for like 3 years now.
Let's see here. Well, I'm going to change this question up since we already hit on it. What do you think about Devin Booker getting snubbed up until the point? What's his name?
Damian Lillard got
Damian.
injured. And Devin Booker replaced him in everything, 3-point competition, and reserved for the All-Stars.
I can't believe he didn't make the All-Star right off the rip.
And here's why he's on a losing team. That's the only reason why he didn't give. And I don't think that's accurate. I think individual talent should speak for itself on that kind of level. Devin Booker is a killer. Cold-blooded, without a doubt. So I think he should have made the All-Star team regardless. But I don't. Whoever puts that together, I mean, it's obviously a portion of his fan voting. But I think Devin Booker should have made it, but I know why he didn't. It's because he's on a losing team.
I don't think a losing team should have anything to do with it. There's like 4 teams right now that are below 500 that are projected to make the playoffs.
That's literally the only reason I can even think
Like
of.
the Nets. Getting his blood pressure up for you guys. But yeah, I think Devin Booker should have made the All-Star right away.
For sure.
He's amazing. Personally, I think so anyway.
He really is. He's top tier talent, generational talent, for sure. He's somebody that we're gonna remember down the line, like Unfortunately, the best career I compare him to is like Peja Stojakovic, who was literally just known as a lethal shooter. Devin Booker can score for real, and it's not just a one level. That's a three, but I kind of feel like that's where Devin Booker's gonna end up is like that, or he's gonna go on his career and join a team like Ray Allen did, where he joined the Celtics and won a chip there, and then retired on the Heat. I think that unless somebody gets him some help, well, Oubre is doing better. Kelly Oubre is a small forward for the Phoenix Suns.
I wish they'd trade for somebody or get somebody in free agency.
We discussed this maybe 2 or 3 episodes ago. I do think there's room for improvement on Oubre and DeAndre Ayton, and Ricky Rubio is over there as well. So I do think that they definitely have a chance of becoming a better team.
Yeah, not a few weeks ago, but like one of the first few podcasts we did, I'm pretty sure we hit on like just imagining if Devin Booker and Giannis were on the same team.
That's freakish. It's terrifying.
It's terrifying.
It really is. Giannis can play literally every position. Devin Booker can play the 1 through 3, and can shoot lights out. Terrifying.
I wouldn't want to play him.
I would. I'll play him 1-on-1. Well, I'll play him 1-on-2. Listen, I gotta be cocky somewhere.
Devin Booker can take a nap, and Giannis will give you 3 possessions to his 1. And he'll stuff you every time.
No, I played against people as tall as Giannis. You just gotta extend your arm.
You haven't played against an NBA player.
No, but I played against somebody that was 6'11" before. That's close enough. He played Division II.
This guy. Anyway.
I can take Giannis.
So moving on to our last, not my last question, my second to last question. Clint Capella trade.
Yes.
Yeah. We haven't had a podcast in 2 weeks. Sorry about that, guys. Somebody was moving.
I asked you to do this last week. I'm just saying.
And I had to play bingo with my fiance last week. Great time.
That's fair. Can't argue with the man dealing with a girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Young love is what it is.
Young love.
They've been together for 15 years now.
7, but sure.
It feels like it. 15. I've been.
We're 23, dude. What do you mean? Well, you're not 23. So anyway, the Clint Capella trade. So the Clint Capella trade.
Yeah.
You think that screws the Rockets?
100%. They don't have a big guy.
Yes, but I saw somebody else make this point. Say you're the Lakers.
Yeah.
And you're playing them. You want to expose the fact that they don't have a big man now. So you get away from your 3 game. It throws you off the rhythm of what you want to do because you're trying to attack the center position. Do you think that could be beneficial for Harden and Russell?
Westbrook. Putting it like that, I still don't think it's a good idea. Maybe PJ Tucker isn't the right answer because he's 6'6". Maybe like a LeBron size 6'8", 6'9" center. Like the Cleveland Cavaliers when they won their championship back in the day was the first beginning of small bar. Tristan Thompson was their center. He's 6'8". So if they did something like that, maybe had a little bit more height to where it's something like, yeah, we can expose that mismatch, but it's not overbearing.
Yeah.
They had like a freakish athlete, not somebody that's on the tail end of his career like PJ Tucker. I think it'd be more beneficial for the Rockets in that direction. But if that's their plan, Mike D'Antoni's always had been really good guard offensively. You can look at that when Dwight Howard played with the Rockets. That's just his play style. Very heavy on guard sets. So I'm going to say he knows what he's doing because he's been doing it for a real time. I'll play an NBA player 1-on-1, but I won't argue with a coach. That's the person I am.
This man's going to have his career ended very early.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Never.
All right, so.
If I play 1-on-1 and I win, I get a contract. Are you kidding me? I'm the guy that beat Giannis.
I don't think you could beat Jeremy Lin 1-on-1.
I can tell you he's shorter than me. I have to back him down the whole time. He's 6'2", 6'3", and like 185 pounds. I'll just throw my shoulder into him and finish him. Boom, boom.
Last question.
Okay.
This is our first podcast since the passing of Kobe Bryant. No reaction to that? Okay.
I'm sad.
Our last podcast came out actually the day after he passed away. But we finished recording about 20 minutes before we got the news.
Yeah. And we were just talking about LeBron passing Kobe in all-time scoring. Hit third place. So.
And I believe we said it didn't mean anything because Kobe's
great.
Anyway.
Kobe's the GOAT. That's true.
He is the GOAT. So, speaking of Kobe, what is your favorite Kobe moment?
Alley-oop to Shaq.
Alley-oop to Shaq?
Yeah, 100%.
Good
Easy.
one.
Or literally any fadeaway he's ever done, because that thing is gorgeous.
I have two and they're not like that.
Okay.
My two favorite is, do you remember when he wanted to be cocky and he did like that little shuffle backwards during the foul shot?
Yeah.
I loved that.
That was funny.
And we were just speaking of Jeremy Lin. That's my other favorite moment when you just see Kobe Bryant in the background yelling at Jeremy Lin to foul. He's like, foul! And he just starts running at the guy that has the ball.
Kobe's controlling. There's on the Jeremy Lin topic, there was a game winner when they were playing together. Jeremy Lin played on the Lakers for a little while. And
Obviously.
Jeremy Lin actually waved off Kobe for a game winner. Kobe's like, give me the ball, and Jeremy was like, nah. And he hit it.
What did Kobe do?
He's probably freaking out on the inside because he couldn't control it. I would have been. I played games where like it's tied up 10-10, and I won't pass Joe the ball. I won't pass Joshua. I won't pass you the ball.
Obviously, don't pass me the
I
ball.
wouldn't even give it to Eddie. Like, I'm taking the shot. I'm a control freak. I can understand Kobe's mentality. So I'd be freaking out too. That'd be like Joe waved me off.
I'm a little...
Go punch in his head.
I'm a little surprised you wouldn't give it to Eddie, though. Eddie is a
he'll take whatever shot.
pretty accurate shooter.
Yeah, but he'll take any shot. He'll take a half-court shot. I'm like, we need the smart shot. We're up 10 or 10-10. We need 1 point to win. Give me the ball. Give me 3 feet from the hoop, and it's over.
You almost
I've never been in this show before. I didn't know how far I was going to go back. All right, moving into some other topics. We already covered the D'Angelo Russell, Andrew Wiggins trade. With that note, Iggy, Andre Iguodala, Crowder, and Hill went to the Heat for Winslow, Waiters, and Johnson. I really don't think that's going to make too much difference. Iggy's on his way out. So is Crowder. So is Hill. Just kind of interesting. We talked a little bit about PJ Tucker, small ball center.
Small ball.
That's kind of whack. That's my opinion. This is my last concept theory, or the theory, whatever you want to call it. Bucks are currently 46-8. I was discussing with him. I don't think that 73-9 with the Warriors is going to happen. It's definitely not going to happen. They'd have to only lose one more game in the next 34. Or 28, I'm sorry. I did the math backwards. It's 54 games we played, 82 in a season, so it's 28. 72-10 is still very possible, though. Excuse me. When you look at it, only losing 2 of the next 28 games, I definitely think it's possible that they can get on a streak like they did last year or even the beginning of this year.
70-12.
You get 70-12.
Yes.
Out of the next 28 games, we're going to lose 4.
Sure.
I can get with that, actually. I'm with that. So yeah, that's your only opinion on the Bucks.
I just don't understand how they're doing it. I really don't. You
Giannis.
look at their team and you're like, Giannis, pretty good, awesome, amazing.
They do have
then you're like
role players.
Yeah, a couple Lopez's.
Chris Middleton.
Middleton's pretty good.
Pat Connaughton. They do have a couple pieces to work with. So I think that kind of rounded out Giannis, because Giannis needed help with shooters. Giannis needed shooters bad. And Chris Middleton has elevated his game so much since last season. So it's very nice to see that shooter kind of come around. So, moving on into predictions. Now, for those of you guys that know, it's All-Star Weekend. We're recording this video Sunday, or the podcast Sunday. So it goes up Monday, so we don't know anything about the All-Star game, Team LeBron versus Team Giannis. What we do know is the game starts...
It's amazing how Team Giannis was able to come from behind like that.
The door's out there. Your car's out there. You can leave now.
Harden just started bricking
Harden's not right-handed. What was this?
Harden's not right-handed?
He's left-handed? Are you crazy?
I don't know.
He just like, oh, it's offhand. I shoot with the left, so my offhand would be my right. So let me just... Yeah, Harden's left-handed. My lefty shot looks so weird. My right-hand shot doesn't look any better. Anyways, so... predictions. So games don't start until Thursday. But we do have predictions. We got 6 games. Again, 1 for the Nets, 1 for the Raptors, as usual. So, we have Bucks versus Pistons.
Bucks all day long.
I'm going to say Bucks as well. Leading scorers?
Giannis. And...
It's a tough one. I'm saying, I'm just going to go ahead and do mine while you're thinking of all the players that are on the Pistons. I'm going to say Giannis and D Rose.
I was going to say the same, but I want to change it up a little bit. Let's go with, oh my God, what's his name? Big guy.
Drummond got traded. Blake Griffin's injured.
Blake Griffin's injured?
Yeah.
What a bum.
D Rose?
D Rose it is.
There's really not a whole lot of options. Nets, 76ers.
I'm going to go with the 76ers.
I can't stand you.
Go with...
Blow Joe while you're at it. What?
Let's say Ben Simmons, I guess.
Okay. And then Nets?
Is Kyrie injured?
Yeah. Dinwiddie's playing.
Kyrie is injured?
He's just out for right now.
Oh, alright. Dinwiddie then.
That was kind of mean. I shouldn't have pointed at the guy when Kyrie's injured. Alright. Next. Mavs versus Orlando. That looks like OKC.
Orlando?
I need to get my handwriting better. Oh, so for mine, Nets, Dinwiddie, Harris. I'm a huge Tobias Harris fan.
Tobias Harris is pretty good.
He's absolute unit. Mavs versus Orlando.
Quick question in between these. Do you think that the Sixers would be better if they had Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, and traded away Embiid for pieces?
For pieces?
Like getting...
Not like another big man? Because Embiid's a very skilled big man.
Maybe a better... Because I heard there's like a little bit of a back and forth between Simmons and...
Embiid?
Yeah.
Because they don't know whose team is whose team it is.
It's a Shaq and Kobe moment. Only if Shaq and Kobe won a lot less.
Only if Shaq and Kobe could shoot threes. Because Kobe couldn't shoot when they were playing together.
Simmons can't shoot either.
Right. Oh, yeah, I forget about that. Broke boy. I haven't seen clips of him in practice. I'm just like, oh, he's got to start doing it in game at some point. Only if Shaq could shoot threes. That's pretty much that.
There we go.
It's not high school. Shaq can't shoot anymore.
Right, so who were we?
Well, I think Embiid should go. Mavs versus Orlando.
Mavs in Orlando, huh?
Yes.
Gotta go with the Mavericks.
You got it, don't you?
Gotta go with our favorite person on the podcast, Luka.
Our favorite 2 people are Carmelo Anthony and Luka Doncic.
And the reason we like Carmelo Anthony is kind of funny.
I love Melo. Magic.
Magic?
Yeah.
What? Oh my God. No.
Center?
The new guy. Oh my God.
Markel Fultz.
The rookie.
Jonathan Isaac? He's not a rookie anymore.
I'm thinking of the wrong
Here's
team.
your starting lineup. You are Markel Fultz, Evan Fournier, Aaron Gordon, Nikola Vucevic, Jonathan Isaac. That's their starting 5. One of those 5 is going to be the leading scorer. I'm going to keep it a buck with you because nobody else on the team is worth 2 cents.
Who am I thinking?
I couldn't tell you. I'm going to tell you my answers. Luka and Nikola Vucevic are going to be my leading scorers, and I'm going to say the Mavericks win as well.
You know what? I'm going to say that the Orlando doesn't score any points.
So the Mavericks kind of... What? What?
I'll just go with the same answer you went with.
Cool. And after that, we'll discuss your crack pipe. All right, Raptors and Suns.
Raptors are going to win. It's going to be Siakam and Devin Booker.
That's actually my exact same answer. I started writing it before you started speaking. I'm just going to draw an arrow to my section. Same thing. I agree with him. 76ers, Bucks. Ooh.
Bucks.
Bucks.
Can I go with anybody besides Giannis?
Yeah.
You
say Chris Middleton. You say Brook Lopez.
Has Middleton beat Giannis at any point this year in points?
A couple times. He's a shooter, so eventually he's got to beat Giannis.
Yeah, I guess we'll go with Middleton this time.
Middleton. I'm going to stick with Giannis.
Did I say the wrong name again?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to stick with Giannis, but I'm going to say the 76ers pull this off.
You said they're only going to lose like 2 more games this year, and you already have them losing one?
76ers are a tough team. The other one's going to be the Lakers. End of conversation. Who's leading scorer on the 76ers for you?
Leading Embiid, I guess. That night.
Simmons. And last one. Boston Celtics, Los Angeles Lakers. The longest rivalry in NBA history.
Boston, LA.
Boston, LA.
I guess LA.
Going LA. It's a tough call, isn't it? You want me to go first?
I'm thinking AD this week.
AD?
Well, not this week, that night. And then,
Could be this week.
Could be this week.
He's a monster. You never know.
Let's go with Jason.
Jason Tatum?
Yep, Tatum. Jason Tatum.
I'm going to say Los Angeles Lakers. I'm going to say LBJ and Kemba Walker. I think Kemba Walker's going to have a good night.
Kemba.
He doesn't really have a whole lot of guards to kind of hold him off on the Lakers. I think he's gonna do good. That nasty snapback, cash out.
Kemba is pretty good.
He is.
Anything else?
That's about it, sir. So I'm gonna wrap up. We gotta get better at doing this in person.
Well, yeah. Well, first time, you know.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the podcast. If you did and you're watching this on YouTube, leave a like, comment, subscribe, give us some of your ideas, and if you subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also, if you guys are watching on Spotify, hit a follow. Share the episode around. Tag us in on Twitter and Instagram, however you want to do it. And then also just follow us on Twitter and Instagram. It's Putback Podcast or at Podcast Putback on Twitter. Why it's like that, I don't know. Twitter made me do it. So, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Peace.
Adios.